It all started in a garage in Carthage, Indiana, surrounded by meth. I mean, because if you guys have ever been to Carthage, it's like, meth, bath salts, you switch houses just unbelievable. In a garage, it was probably It was probably 15 degrees that day, late October. Were lucky. I think our first show ever was about a week before Thanksgiving, if I'm correct. And if I'm also correct, this is actually our 101st episode because our first episode ever was not on iTunes. So we've already fucked up today. Welcome to Highly Inappropriate, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have us a party. Is that loud? Is it bumping?
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
You're listening to Highly Inappropriate.
I don't think she's going to be expecting something big, do you?
What, like anal?
Whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Highly Inappropriate.
All right, so let me get this straight. So I'm going to pay for a blowjob and I got to pay for a goddamn hotel room too? Well, that just seems like I'm spending too much money for nothing. I got a house. You can just get your ass over here and I can just do the blowjob here.
Highly Inappropriate.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
They can kiss my fat vagina, because I'm bringing the motherfucking pay.
Holy shit, that explosion just sent me into another realm. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Highly Inappropriate. We are live at Capones Downtown Speakeasy in Shelbyville, Indiana. I wish I could describe the scene here. If I look out the front window, we've got construction cones. There's a couple backhoes. I'm wondering which one of these machines that Duncan's going to steal here in a little bit. But happy to be here. By the way, we got a couple of drink specials, and thanks, of course, always to Karen and Lyndall for having us out here at Capone's. We're going to be out here much more, but $4 Long Island. If you guys are in the area, $4 Long Islands, $4 Bloody Marys, come have a drink with us. We'll be out here talking shit for the next hour. So if you're in Shelbyville, come say hi again at Capones Speakeasy. Welcome to Highly Inappropriate, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to start this off a little different because we're going to go around the horn here because we have some people that probably have never listened to the show. And Juice, who are you and why are you here, buddy?
I'm Justin Juice Kelly. I am the creator of the Juice in the Morning podcast. I haven't been doing it for a while because I got back into school, and I'm also really trying to be a part of your guys' show, help it grow. I'm here to be a producer, but Matt, I feel like you take on all of the producer tasks, so then I just get to talk on a microphone and have a good time.
Hell yeah, buddy. I mean, if you want me to divvy up some shit to you, I can for sure.
No, but we'll work on it. And like I said, I appreciate being brought into the group. I think we had kind of talked about it previously quite a few times, and it just never really lined up. And then I just kind of said, fuck it, to Juice in the Morning, and was like, hey, let's make Highly Inappropriate the show that it should be. Hell yeah. We appreciate you being here, buddy. Big reason you joined the show, of course, is because we needed help with videos, etc. So we appreciate you being here. We love that Juice has been on the show. This is your probably 10th episode, I would say. You've been here since Christmas, essentially. Yeah, I haven't kept track at all. Okay, so big things coming. I'm pretty sure I got everybody a gift for the 100th episode. Yes. Our 200th episode gift is going to be huge, by the way. So. And of course, the guy who's been here literally with me every 100 episodes, Christopher Duncan. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how we doing out there?
Dunkman.
Duncan.
I think, but before I introduce anybody else, I think we should probably just tell the story of kind of how this came to fruition. So if anybody has followed Highly Inappropriate since 2016, I originally started the show with Michael Britt. The name Highly Inappropriate came to me in a dream, believe it or not. I woke up and said, Highly Inappropriate. That's what we're going to call the podcast.
Yeah, we all know what he was dreaming about. He's looking at Juice's Twitter earlier that day. Had some dreams.
That was probably Beaver's, but you get it. That's probably like a Beaver's cat pics. Probably just left his house, probably got a massage in my sleep without one, but you get it. You get it. But so I've done this podcast with Mike Britt, and I do appreciate Mike Britt showing up for the first 4 episodes. That was awesome, man. But Dunk seen the show, and he was interested in coming on being a guest. And I'm gonna be honest, when I first met Dunk, I was like, this guy's a little wiry, he's a little crazy. I don't know if I can have him on a show and like actually keep it structured and be normal. But I was like, I'm gonna give him a chance because he's funny, and like I think we got a good dynamic. Considering the first time we ever hung out, we assaulted a young mom by spilling a beer on her from 30 feet up.
Yeah, we dropped a beer on a soccer mom at a Pacer game. Probably it was a good 30 feet up.
Yeah, good 30 feet up, and we bonded over that. We've been friends ever since.
We've been best friends ever. We just looked at each other and we're like, are we best friends now?
Yeah, that was great. I didn't really get him trying to make out with me afterwards, but I mean, we did it anyways and moved on with our day. But here we are. So, Dunk, you came to me. Actually, I almost verbatim what you said. I'm like, you said, hey, you might make, I think, he goes, I really want to start a podcast, man. You think you can help me out? And I was like, why don't you just be on mine? Because my co-star is MIA.
Yeah. Yep. So I said, all right, let's do this. What do we need? And Matt said, well, I got, the computer and everything. If you get some mics and a board and all that good stuff, we'll get it going. And I said, well, my dad, said what if I ever needed anything. So we were at Colts training camp, and I was half popped too, by the way. When
half
we did
popped,
this.
you're full popped.
Yeah, we're full popped on the way home. And I called up Dad and I asked him about it. And he had just gotten married to somebody with a little money, and it's kind of how we know. Everybody knows.
Kind of like what you're looking for too, by the way, right now.
Yeah, I kind of did the opposite, but yeah, we're on the way home, and next thing you know, we're at the music store. Like I think the next weekend, and Matt's literally just walking around going, "Get this." We get the mics, and here we are, about 100 episodes later. We're sitting here and Capones Speakeasy,
drunk as shit, having fun.
Yeah, it was.
You left out a couple very important details. So while we're at training camp and after Dunk, by the way, so the Colts training camp just started serving beers like during training camp, 2 or 3 years ago?
Which is not a good move for somebody like me.
Which we're inaugural year of serving beer. So we decided to take advantage of that. So
remember, I was trying to interview the players. Remember
that's what I was getting ready to say. Is that you're like, Matt, you're like, trust me, I got this. He started like, as players are coming up to sign autographs, you're like, hey, what's your favorite food? Except you were trying to prove to me that they could interview people and be a good interviewer.
And the players were very annoyed by it.
Yeah.
They were annoyed. They didn't like it.
And if it means anything, I was pretty convinced at that point that we were not going to have a podcast together. But so as I'm pretty convinced we're not going to have a podcast together, Dunk decides to call his dad as we're on our way home from training camp. And he goes, hey, me and my dad never talk, but he owes me, a life essentially. So you called your dad and you said, hey Dad, I need about $2,000 for some podcast equipment. My buddy's been doing this podcast for a while, got cut because his dude doesn't want to show up essentially. And your dad came to the table and we literally went to Sam Ash, and I'll never forget, your dad just said, what do you need? And I just started walking around the store and said, yeah, I'll take one of those. We'll take one of those right there. Give me 3 of those mics, please. Yeah, $400 a piece. Yeah, put them in the cart, please. Thank you so much. And here we are, boys, and we got like $5,000 in this room. Most of the stuff in this room is worth more than our first cars, probably our current cars, believe it or not.
Yeah, yep.
And we're just, hey, like the comedians over there, we're just 5 broke podcasters having a good time. So here we are, our 100th episode, buddy. I couldn't be more proud to do with anybody else. Then we have Elliot Beaver. Yeah. Now, Beaver, we won't get into the details, but Beaver had to go on a show hiatus for a while, but he came back. It was legal issues. Legal issues. What happened is Beaver got arrested for showing his dick at a Target on East Washington Street.
We'll go with that.
Yep. So, if you guys are ever at East Washington Street and you see something concerning, it's probably him. But that being said, Beaver was part of the original show with Mike Britt.
Yes.
And, mainly you came on when we went on because we'd always go on kind of spontaneous vacations together. We would talk, do stupid stuff, and you would come on, talk shit. And you were good enough that where I was like, hey, bud, you should come on air every week.
You were a big enough dumbass. That's what you said to me.
Yeah, I was. I'm like, hey, Beaver, you're here. You're here to stay. Highly inappropriate. Welcome. So Beaver's main job. First off, Beaver, who are you and what do you do and why are you here?
My name is Beaver. I am a local semi driver, and I have 2 wonderful, beautiful children known as 2 wonderful, beautiful cats.
What kind of cats are they?
They are Maine Coons, actually. Yes.
Maine Coon. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
That means they're absolutely beautiful, and I love them very dearly.
Now you had 2 other cats. You had one other cat at one point. What happened there?
I did. It happened to die because, a little incident, and
Hey, we don't want Beaver to cry.
We don't need
Hey, for all of our careless pet owners out there, make sure your cats aren't underneath your recliner before you recline back.
Yes, do not have that. It's very terrible.
So you didn't fuck the cat to death.
No,
Okay.
That was the
I
first
did
cat.
not.
And just so you know, that is the only pussy that's ever been killed in Beaver's house.
But hey, for all the single females out there, he does have a brand new apartment or a brand new condo he's trying to
Yes.
break in. So
that happens to also be the only pussy that has ever been in my household. So I thank you very much.
We're talking about pussy. I feel like this is a bad segue, but Josh, welcome to the show.
Here we go.
Josh, as most people know him, this is Josh. He's my brother's twin. We appreciate him joining up. This is Goose Jr. here.
Yes, sir.
So, Josh, who are you and what are you doing here, buddy?
I am Duncan's neighbor. Me and Duncan have been friends since we were little kids.
It sucks.
And it's fucking tough life.
Yeah, it's tough out there in them streets of Knightstown. We grew up tough, you know what I mean? Blue collar
You're right.
guys.
Oh no,
Yeah,
for you
yeah.
for sure. You were definitely dealing bath salts by age 11 and having rap battles there at Peavy's.
No, it was Jeff's Pizza, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Hey, and I am very guilty. I went to Peavy's actually this week, and believe it or not, I spent $20. I was stoned and spent $20 on junk food. So yeah, Peavy's
Hell yeah,
treats me
man.
well, man.
Babies.
Is it
Pavies.
Pavies?
Yeah, it's Pavies.
Is it Pavies? Well, I'm obviously fucked up.
Let's get this
He
shit
was
right.
so stoned, he got the name wrong.
Jesus.
Put some respect on the staple of Rush County. Dude.
I know. How dare I talk about the spot there, the best place to get meth in all of Henry County.
Doug also let me know that it is the #1 spot for single mothers as well.
What,
Yes.
in Carthage or
Yes.
Pavies?
Yeah,
Babies.
we could definitely get Beaver somebody if we walked in there on a Saturday afternoon. For
I
sure.
think Beaver, you
For
should
sure.
just pull in. We're rent a Trans Am, walk in there shirtless one day with probably them leggings on, maybe your cat.
The
in one
leggings
hand.
and the Britney Spears shirt.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
way.
man.
There's
Alright.
no
No,
way
he was
you're
saying
not.
shirtless.
There's no way you're not going to find a woman there that smells like cigarettes and dresses like Britney Spears in the '90s.
Can
So.
only hope.
I'm going to correct you there because one thing to know is that the girls in Carthage don't really appreciate a man with a car. You need a man with a lawnmower.
Yeah, or a Gator, like some kind of utility
vehicle. Yeah, that's what the ladies in Carthage appreciate.
I have no lawn work for my condo, so that's not going to work.
I don't think Beaver could handle a Carthage lady, you know, with the rose tattooed on the top of her
Hell
breast.
no.
No,
The
he
half
wouldn't.
barbed wire on the left arm.
No, absolutely.
Not happening.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
couldn't
think so.
handle that beef.
But probably, I don't think he could probably date somebody that smokes Reds too. And we know everybody in Carthage smokes Reds. So I mean, what are you gonna do, Beaver? What's the play here? So we came up with an idea for Beaver on our 99th episode, and we're gonna start a GoFundMe page, and we are gonna order Beaver a mail order bride. Correct?
Yep. And then we're going to set up cameras in his apartment, and it's going to be a 24-hour like Truman reality show that you guys can tune into and watch.
Greatest show of all
The
time.
thing was that I said that it would be much cheaper if I took my $1,400 that I'm going to get and actually get a sex doll. I thought that would be much better for it.
Well, I think they're probably affordable now.
He did.
Do you think I can go with both?
I
Mail
think-
order bride and a sex doll?
I will say with $1,400, I don't know the exact price of a fleshlight, but I think you can buy 28 of them, right?
If you
bro?
bought,
I have Mia Khalifa's asshole. I have that.
If you bought a sex doll and a mail order bride, they would probably just have sex with each other, and then you'd be back in the same boat. Dude.
He'd just be a square one.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
you'd be right back at the
Doesn't matter,
beginning.
man.
Imagine for as smart as technology's getting, imagine we're in 10 years, we're going to be at the point where let's pretend that Beaver's a bisexual and he has a male and a female sex doll. What if the sex dolls decide they don't want to fuck Beaver anymore? They just start fucking each other.
That's probably what's going to happen.
I guarantee it. So this is 10 years in your future. Hell yes.
I mean, that's what his cat started doing. They quit fucking him and just fuck each other.
They're both ladies.
I hate that for you, Beaver. I really do.
It happens.
Hey, did you know that cats die after they have sex?
It happens to the best of us.
Well, I mean, at least the one Beaver fucked did.
Is that why you're still alive, Duncan?
Yeah, firing on all cylinders today.
Hell yeah. Well, welcome, guys. I do. One thing I did want to do today is granted, unfortunately, not all everybody. Mainly me, Beaver, and Duncan have been here for most of the episodes. Me and Duncan have been here for all 100. So I want to know all your guys' favorite highly inappropriate memories from the show. It can be from a live show. It can be us hanging out in general. I just want to know what your favorite memory of the show all time is. And I've got a few. I mean, I'm going to come right off the bat. The first one I think would be when so we have a tranny update here on the Highly Inappropriate Show. If you guys are not familiar with the tranny update, basically every week there seems to be a tranny in the news. They will go out and kick over shit at GameStop, punch people. I mean, we've seen it all. We've literally seen it all. So as you know, the GameStop girl kind of revolutionized the internet at the same time we started the show. So we decided to start the tranny update. So one of my favorite memories is when I actually superimposed the tranny from GameStop I superimposed his face onto the tranny at GameStop, and you can't even tell the difference. So
if you watch the show live when I'm in the normal garage studio, you can see the picture behind me, like right on the wall. So that was really good. That was at that stand-up thing when you gave that to me.
Yeah,
back in the day. That's probably early on.
Very early. A couple of, and also of course Bobble Dick.
Yeah, Bobble Dick.
Your reaction to Bobble Dick. I think we both laughed so hard we cried.
Bobble Dick was good. My favorite has to be your toxic friend that left you, but the Blink-182 Lil Wayne.
Oh yeah, dude. Our greatest episode ever. Our buddy Rob just happened to get raped by a
Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X
at the Blink-182 Lil Wayne concert.
And I mean, we might as well, for people that don't know the story, might as well kind of. So me, Dunk, Rob. Was it just us three? We met up with a few people from G2 Zones.
There's a lot of us there after we all got there, but yeah.
So if anybody's ever partied with me, you know I'm typically the guy that's going to go the hardest. But I unfortunately had to play dad that day, because I started out super early, smoking weed, drinking beers. Duncan and Rob were just not pacing themselves at all.
No.
And essentially, I mean, we're halfway through the opening band set, and Dunk is rap battling people in the aisles at Klipsch Music Center. Rob is Rob has been gone for a half hour, and I'm like concerned either he's met a female, which I knew that wasn't a realistic possibility, so I moved on to point two. I was like, he's either passed out drunk, or somebody beat his ass, or he went home. Well, next thing I know is this guy that we'd met a little bit earlier that was with another group of people. He was passing a blunt around to Rob. This guy that looks like Nas X, Lil Nas X, just happened to be.
He looked like Lil Nas X. He was a black gentleman, pretty skinny little black guy with glitter all over himself.
Just happened to be interested in men.
He liked redheaded sluts.
He liked redheaded sluts, like Rob. And all I know is he comes up to me and goes, "Hey, your friend's in the bathroom." I was like, "What do you mean he's in the bathroom?" And he's like, "Your friend's in the bathroom." So I walk into Klipsch Music Center. Of course, if you guys have ever been to a concert there, you walk into their bathrooms, there's 30, 40 stalls. And I can literally hear, as I'm walking in, somebody just going, "Oh!" just in agony and pain, puking his guts out. I open the stall door. Rob's got his pants down to his ankles. He's passed out on the toilet. His head's on his knees, sleeping. So my first reaction is like, oh shit, I got to go find Duncan. So I walk back out. Duncan's nowhere to be found. I eventually find him. Probably about an hour later, you were rap battling somebody. And I said, hey, I need your help right now. So we walk in the bathroom, and I was like, hey, Rob's in there. He's like, what do you mean Rob's in there? So Dunk grabs the door and just kicks it open, smacks Rob in the head. I've never heard a human make a worse sound in my life. He sounded like he literally died. And long story short, I eventually had to pick Rob up from the EMS station. So the EMS had to come get him out of the stall, kind of recover him. We somehow got a golf cart ride back to our car.
Yep.
And the next day, Rob shows up to my house about 8 in.the because he stayed at his dad's house. This is right down the road from mine. And he goes, hey, why does my head hurt so bad? That's how Duncan tried to kill you. But yeah, honestly, our episode up until recently was our most popular episode of all time. So to this day, our most popular episode is about us starting. Duncan was afraid he was going to have to quit the show because he had to pay for his brand new asshole. And so we were going to start a GoFundMe page to fund his butthole. And that was to this day, that is our number one episode. So.
And I got the new asshole. And I think after today, I'm going to have another new one because I'm about 5 times deep since we've been here. And my stomach is rumbling, dude.
You've shit 5 times since you've been here?
Oh, seriously? Dude, I went so hard last night on Josh's porch.
Well, make sure you tip Karen. They got to pay for toilet paper.
Nicely tipped. But yeah, we went hard on Josh's porch betting UFC fights and stuff last night. So yeah, about 4 little bottles of Fireball, a lot of Miller Lights. So yeah.
Yeah. So what did you
we're
guys
getting
do
through
last
it.
year? First, you invited Beaver out. Did Beaver ever show up?
Beaver did not show up.
hell no.
Yeah, he ain't.
That's what happens when you literally get a knuckle deep in pussy, and I mean pussy as in a real cat, by the way. So
I was trying to be a good friend to a friend of Michelle. That's all
No
I'm saying.
Chick-fil-A there in
Whatever.
Carthage, so Beaver ain't
I was
coming
trying to
out.
be a good friend. That's all. Not
But
to you, Fox, but to somebody else.
rock and roll.
Yeah, but we were on the front porch and just betting. I literally bet every single fight last night.
And you made $1,000 bet last night, correct?
Yeah, I got hammered and started throwing out $1,000 bets to win like 160, which is not ideal. That's not a good thing to do. Got lucky and won that, and then went ahead and rolled it again and won that one too on a basketball game that I had no idea who either team was.
Abilene Christian.
At halftime, yeah.
Abilene Christian about 12:30 at night. Fucking just trash.
Let it ride. So we ended up about 500 up last night. So we did all right. Pretty good one.
What are the odds that your wife would stay with you if she found out you bet $1,000 on a basketball game last night?
I mean, I won. So
Let's go. All right, now
we're getting stimmied up. So that's why I got loose.
now that you've had a few minutes to marinate there, guys, what are your favorite memories of the show?
Well, first of all, Matt, I wanted to share just the love to the people that are watching on Facebook Live as
Hell
well. Yeah. I just got a text from somebody that said they were originally going to come out to watch us live here, but they've actually got us up on their big screen and they're live streaming the show on their big screen.
I hope they don't have any pets.
So shout out Kelsey. I appreciate you watching.
Thanks, Kelsey.
And supporting the show. But no, I think my favorite memory actually is not even doing your guys' show, Highly Inappropriate. It was you guys coming on Juice in the Morning for the first time. I remember listening to your show, inviting you guys on, and thinking this might not get released. Like there's a possibility that because I wanted to make sure that Juice in the Morning always had like that free feel to it, that people can say whatever they want. But at the same time, there has been a couple of episodes that I did not release because I was like, man, that guy really went hard in the atheist stuff. Like, I just was like, I don't know. So when I had you guys on, we had one of the best times I'd ever had doing a podcast.
We drank I think between us four, we went
through at least a case and a half of beer.
Yeah.
On top of shots, I think that I poured at some point in the show too. But that was kind of like a really good foreshadowing of like what ended up happening with me joining your guys' show, because that also is the highest downloaded show of Juice in the Morning as well.
Let's go.
So, I mean, it just kind of works out that we're kind of combining the strengths that we have and eliminating weaknesses. So that's my favorite memory, is just meeting you guys for the first time and actually doing a show with you guys. And then everything after that's just been gravy.
Which reminds me, I'm not to cut you here, Juice, but you have a football and there's some Sharpies around the room. So we might as well get this thing started. So what we're going to do, we're going to pass this football around, and literally there's Sharpies around. You can write anything you want on this football. You want to talk. If you want us to talk about Beaver's nutsack, write it on that football. I'm dead.
I always want to talk about Beaver's
I don't care what it is. You can write it on that football. It can be Jesus, Easter, the Easter Bunny, magic.
Jesus.
We can give you tips to how to make your significant other disappointed or upset with you.
I can write a whole book on that. I got you covered.
Yeah, so that's going to get passed around, and then at the end, Goose is going to be tossing it back up here to me. He said he's got a good arm, so I'm just going to hold out.
He does.
It's top notch. It's top notch.
Yeah, I don't know why, but his left arm's a little stronger than the right, but he looks good.
But yeah, definitely pass it around. Write a topic on there, a couple of words, something that you'd like us to talk about. And then also, you guys talk about Duncan rap battling. I've literally never heard Duncan rap. I would really like that to happen.
Let's do it on episode 101.
Yeah, man. I don't know if we can do it today. It's like a lot of people here. I don't want to, give out. I don't rap for free. Kind of like Lil Wayne. You know what I mean? Like you got to pay me.
If it means anything,
Gotcha.
if this says anything about his abilities, my brother actually canceled his YouTube account after hearing some of your videos on YouTube.
Yeah. And if you really wanted the freestyle, you should have been on Josh's porch last night about midnight. It probably would have went down if you asked for it, for sure.
Blake X says hello, by the way, from the Facebook chat.
Who's that?
What's up, Blake?
Blake Eck.
Blake, what's up? We got Blake in
Blake?
here. Matthew. Well, Matt's live here in the show. My dad, of course, Chris's mom is in here. Brad Stockton, Jacoby. What's up?
Speaking of
Debbie,
memories,
Jeff. We got a bunch of people in the live chat.
The episode when we had both our moms on, that might have been my favorite. remember when we did that?
Oh, that was
Yeah.
a good episode.
That was
too,
really
guys.
good.
Yeah, it was awesome to hear, in person on the show how disappointed our parents were. in
Oh, when
us.
your mom looked at you and was like, "You guys are just so funny and got so much charisma, but do we have to cuss all the time?" and without us missing a beat, we're like, "Well, fuck yeah, we do."
Yeah. Speaking of, I got my dad here in the audience for my dad's been on the show, and my dad did a really, really awesome interview with us, by the way. So.
Oh yeah, I remember that too. And remember my dad called in. That's
Yeah.
on the Father's Day thing. Yeah, that we that's the family stuff is was I think was probably my favorite stuff that we've done.
Oh yeah, for sure. Beaver, what's your favorite podcast memory of all time?
So we segued into disappointments of family members. And my favorite memories, I mean, this hasn't been part of the show, but Juice, like in the group text, like last night when he was drunk as shit, telling us how much he loves us. I mean, that was pretty epic. That was just for me. It really hit home. But really, really great spots. In terms of when Lindsay came on the show and I was wearing spandex and she could not like tell who the fuck I was. And I scared the shit out of her when I was just like sitting there. It was all
You were
blue,
Green Man, weren't you?
No, I was blue spandex, and you couldn't see my face. All it was just blue all over.
Yeah, Blue Man.
Yes, I was part of the Blue Man group right there.
Beaver, can I finish your story? I do have a personal favorite memory of yours.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was up there in terms of that. And then the couple of times when I've enjoy telling you about these nuts, a few times I've enjoyed telling you about that, but overall, they come and go. I enjoyed, our little, past it before like this became like the official show.
Yeah.
I did. And then when I finally got over my legal issues and was able to come back, it really, was a joy to become the number one guest of Highly Inappropriate.
That's true. By the way, the person he assaulted at Walmart that day is doing just fine. I did want to follow up with that. My favorite Elliot Beaver moment on Snapchat or on of all time. Well, it relates to Snapchat. You'll get it.
I know
Quit talking about my nudes.
Yeah, my favorite Elliot Beaver moment of all time on Highly Inappropriate can be summed up with 4 words. Are you ready? I hope this plays.
Snapchat me that pussy.
Let's do it one more time. Is he gonna play? Maybe.
The anticipation.
Snapchat me that pussy.
And this is literally as we're warming up for a show one day, Beaver. I don't know if you're talking to like one of your side pieces or not, but you just say out loud into the mic. He goes, "Snapchat me that pussy," and I was like, "That's getting clipped."
I was just saying some dumb shit like normal.
Josh, you are technically our members. Well, maybe between you and Juice, our newest member, although Juice has been around for 2 years. Yeah. What is your favorite memory of Highly Inappropriate? Memory.
Well, Duncan kind of took my original first, favorite memory, the whole Lil Nas X Rob story, and then Beaver kind of cucked my other one with these nuts thing. So, I mean, probably just, my first episode being on for the first time with you guys was probably my favorite,
Absolutely. We welcome. We really appreciate you being. Josh, it's a great element. Big sports fan. It looks a lot like my brother, so I feel like I get to spend more time with my brother, which is awesome. So that's awesome. So we got a football here, Juice. What's going on here with the football? So we still got some topics.
Are getting
All right,
written
well,
out,
we're gonna let that pass around just for a minute. Did anybody watch anything exciting this week?
You guys will hate what I watched, but I'll give you my review.
Yeah.
If it's porn, Beaver does not hate what you watched this week.
It was not porn. On Netflix. So I've been dogging Netflix a lot lately because I made a plan to watch every movie they released this year and give a review on it. But then they just started releasing a slew of dog shit movies, like just terrible movies that nobody should watch. I'm not going to watch. But Netflix did redeem itself with a anime Pacific Rim TV show.
I like that.
And it's actually pretty good.
An anime show?
Yeah. My wife and I actually woke up early today because I was hungover and she was taking care of the baby. And I just threw that show on and we watched the whole first season. And I would give it a 7.6 out of 10 because Jen was even invested. Like when an episode would end, she'd be like, holy shit, like we got to see the next episode.
Juice, I will agree that Netflix actually, when it comes to their animated series, they are actually pretty.
Do a good job.
They do. They really do.
And Bieber is an anime expert, by the way.
Yes, anime expert.
I've known
by
Bieber
far.
for 15 years, and I've caught him jerking off to anime porn at least a baker's dozen.
It is a
way.
wonder how I am still
Yep.
single, by the way.
I know.
But no, you can't go wrong with big robots fighting big giant monsters. I mean, it just can't go wrong with it.
Hell
pretty
yeah.
badass,
I like
for
it.
sure.
I'm gonna check it out. I like it.
It's good.
We're gonna
Yeah,
nerd out about it.
Hey, can I also play another one of my favorite memories?
Yeah, we do have another favorite memory. I know you're because I seen your mom in the feed. She wants you to play. Can you explain before you play this what's going on here?
All right, so this is my stepdad's gift to the show. I'm just gonna go ahead and let it play.
This
so
is
you
our
guys
Christmas gift,
so you
by the
guys
way.
can hear. Yeah, from my stepdad.
Pretty solid.
Inappropriate. This is for the guys at Highly Inappropriate. You are immoral and quite disgusting. You make me happy with all your shit. You'll never know, guys, how much I love it. Highly inappropriate. That is a man whore. He loves his penis. And Duncan cut his fucking hair. He looks just like a shaved vagina. And Beaver just stops and stares. There's Josh, who is Chris's neighbor. He is a worthless Bengals fan. And he's a friend of Chris Duncan's, which explains how suspicious I am. You are immoral and quite disgusting. You make me happy with all your shit. You'll never know, guys, how much I love you. Highly inappropriate.
Hell yeah, Ray.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna lie. When I heard that song for the first time, I literally shed a tear. I was like, I can't believe that somebody wrote a song about a fucking podcast I created in a dream.
Hey Matt.
Yeah.
It actually jogged my memory a little bit. There was something else that was one of my favorite moments as well.
Go ahead, Beaver.
When Juice actually challenged me to write a poem for Valentine's Day.
That was actually a fantastic.
That was a
poem.
really good.
We got to see Beaver's artistic side.
Yes,
Juice,
yes.
Juice, do you want to read out? We've got a lot of good stuff here. Holy shit.
Yeah. So I don't know where we're gonna start, but we can just go with. Let's go with.
We'll start with anal right there.
Let's go with anal. So I'll.
Beaver, how's it feel?
Anal, not a big fan. Too dark, too cold. Not a fan of the anal.
But you got a brand new asshole though.
Yeah,
I don't like crying after sex or her crying. What I say?
Taylor, how you doing over there?
No, I'm on the same page as Dunk. I agree that it is. It's not the number one choice I have, and I hear a lot of people praising it, thinking that it's the best thing ever. I'm not in on the anal.
Well, it's like he said. Like people think of it like as a reward or something. Like go ahead and keep it. Like
It's like
I'm good.
it's kind of like fucking a cold rubber band.
Never tried that.
I'm just worried she might forget to wipe and it's just a shitty dick at that point in time.
Yeah,
A cold rubber band.
I'm not a
man.
fan of it, man. I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
Hold on.
so this-
Are you not a fan of receiving or giving? We got to
Either.
clear that up.
Yeah,
bud.
either.
Come on,
either.
Duck Man.
I mean, receiving's a little better than giving. I will say
Yeah,
that.
it's better when you're asleep, but Beaver, that was a one-time thing. Don't try it again.
Just one.
This also goes with what we're just talking about. It says, "Clean it up, son. No dirt here." So
I get it
that's
honest.
pops.
Hey,
That's
let's
your
bring it
pops.
up. Let's bring up my father here, Bill Wharton. Juice, if you don't mind giving up that microphone just for a second, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna give it up to my father, Bill.
Thank you.
Dad, can you hear me? Put that microphone up to your mic.
Oh,
Put the mic up to the mic.
Or, yeah, put that mic up to your mouth. Act,
all right.
act like it's a young 20-year-old woman, Dad. Put it close to your mouth. So, what's up, Dad? When you say clean it up, what part of in the last 30 minutes did you not approve of? What part exactly?
None of it.
None of it.
None of it.
At all. Not
None
even
of
the
it.
anal
None of
part.
it.
I learned all my anal from you, but
None of it. I'm embarrassed.
you're embarrassed?
I'm embarrassed.
What part?
That's
What's that?
no. I'm too embarrassed. Who are these people?
Dad, if you could talk about one thing right now between us, what would it be?
Oh, my embarrassment right now. This is not the way I raised you.
I know, because Mom did.
Well, now we know the problem.
I hope she's listening. All right. Well, moving right along. Dad, hold on. Before we pass the microphone for my dad. Dad, if you could give not just me, but all my friends a little life advice right up here, being that you've been around, you're going to be 65 years with this year. Holy shit, by the way, not to call you out. I can't even count that.
I don't know why that was necessary.
He looks like he's a young scrapping 61.
Hey, how's your dad's almost 65 and got more hair than you?
I know. That's because I gave up and shaved it. He has not gave up yet. So he's waited 30 more years to give up. I waited about 6 months. Yeah, I am happy Dad showed up. I am so happy my dad showed up today. That's fucking awesome, by the way.
Well,
so
I'm happy to be here.
yeah. So Dad, what is your life advice to me and my friends up here? If you could give us one little tidbit of advice, can be anything.
Don't do it. I know you're thinking about it, but don't do it.
I thought we were done talking about anal, but let's move right on. All right, our next subject. Let's go.
Once again, Beaver is the fan favorite because he's all over this football right now.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Does
Beav fuck his puppets?
his what? Puppets?
Does Beav fuck his puppets?
Like NSYNC puppets?
Oh, yeah, the NSYNC puppets.
I'm going to guess. I'm not sure if he's masturbated to the puppets itself.
No. They just watch while I masturbate.
I'm going to guess. I will put money that he's been in his living room spanking one off and he's made eye contact with a Justin Timberlake puppet. I'm just going to.
I mean, we learned a couple episodes ago, one of his dreams is waking up to them being alive.
Yeah.
And the little Justin Timberlake one, like doubling him up, giving him a little touch.
Yeah, I mean, most of us have realistic sexual dreams. Beaver wants to wake up with Justin Timberlake attached to ropes, jerking him off. So
I just heard in the crowd, same. So they want to see that too.
Just remember, it's going to be May.
Hey, Matt, Beaver, you found a female here that you got something in common
Beaver,
with.
there you go. Hey,
how's it going out there?
Hey.
So I assume like you guys would have your talk about like celebrities you leave each other for, and you guys would both leave each other for Justin Timberlake.
I'm gonna assume the female probably asked the Beaver question too, correct? Oh, never mind, Beaver.
It might have been a male.
For those that don't know, Beaver's living room, his mantle is a ninja sword, Wilson from Castaway, and NSYNC puppets from the album cover, like where they're like on the strings,
right over the fireplace.
Right over the fireplace. So it's pretty good.
Hey, you're welcome, by the way.
Hey, I appreciate you telling me about that and like joking about, hey, I'm going to get these right here. And I said, give me those right now. I'm going to send you the money right now. And you finally were like, okay, give me the money and I'll buy them.
Yeah, you got a really good group of friends when you see at a thrift shop some NSYNC dolls and you think, wow, I've got a friend that he needs that.
I think the only reason he hasn't tried to fuck him yet is because he can't figure out how to operate the puppets. Once he figures out how to operate them, he's getting hand jobs from Timberlake all night.
Every little thing I do never seems enough for you.
We're waiting on all three of your wives to cut the cord on the podcast. Beaver's going to quit the podcast as soon as he figures out how to fuck a puppet. So.
That's right.
Still a virgin.
So just roll right into this since you guys are all roasting Beaver. Beav's nuts. That was another one.
Talk about D's nuts. Beaver, so you roasted me last week. We might as well talk about this. Pretty good, by the way, because I did not see it coming at all.
It was 2 weeks ago, actually. And actually, I want to say it was 4 weeks ago as well. And the problem was...
bring up all the... every time you've roasted me in the show, if you want to bring that up, go ahead.
Oh, no. There's been a couple times. It's really, it was just Imagine Dragons, and I was asking you about Wendy's. And I was a little sad because I found out later on, I didn't know that you were going to talk about a Florida man and the Wendy's segment where the dude threw an alligator through a Wendy's window. And I could have perfectly segmented by asking you, do you enjoy Wendy's?
And what was my response?
Yes, you do.
I like a Frosty.
And and I asked you, do you enjoy when these nuts hit your face?
And the answer is yes, I do.
Yes. That's why you went on so many vacations with me.
Welcome to the party, ladies and gentlemen.
So the next segment on here, and I'm guessing this, I want to get a little more detail of who wrote this. 2-on-2 basketball. So what was your question about this?
All right, so Chris, come up. By the way, this is my brother's girlfriend. I think because me and my brother are ready to throw down and really just beat these guys by at least 10. But go ahead.
I'm really invested in it.
In the basketball game.
Yeah.
So for anybody asking, we kind of made I believe it was the Christmas episode that we made a little side bet that for the March Madness, which is this month, by the way. So, bro, we got to do a little training the next couple of days because me and my brother are going to take on Duncan and Josh in a 2-on-2 basketball tournament.
He trains every day.
I've seen him out there.
I mean, you guys might not score.
Dude, everybody, you could take everybody in this room against me and Duncan, and you're still gonna lose.
I want to see one. I want to see one of these two try to stay in front of me as I'm running around and just laying it up.
I want to see one of these two try to stay in front of Goose.
He is quick. He's got quick feet.
Sneaky athletic for sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever met an angry goose in a parking lot? That's him on the basketball court.
Actually, believe it or not, I did once. I refused him a fry, and he pecked my dick. But
I'm just gonna throw some bread on the ground and go around him and get a layup. You know what I mean? Feed the goose.
I'm pretty sure he's got a jumper wetter than Steph.
We're playing to 15. This 15 by 5.
She's invested.
I think maybe she can be a referee. All right, we got any other topics on there?
Yeah, so that just easily segues into March Madness. So
March Madness.
Josh and I had a little discussion on this outside of the group text where we think that this might be the best time of sporting events during the year, even maybe better than Super Bowl.
I don't know. I love March Madness, but I don't think anything compares to football
And I'm
season.
talking about the first 2 days, like where there's games all day. You've got the 1 seed playing a 16 seed type thing where somebody makes a run. I don't think has it still not happened as a 16 not being number one?
16 has made
a
one seed. Yes.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago. I think.
Yeah.
Virginia
US
got beat.
NBC?
Virginia got beat the year before.
And I don't even watch college basketball throughout the year at all. But I actually for 3 years in a row, I've taken the days off of work to watch the games. 2 years ago, something fucked up happened. And then last year COVID happened and then the tournament was canceled. So this is the 3rd year that I've taken time off of work to watch the games on Thursday and Friday. And
who's your team?
I don't really have a team, to be honest with you.
My brother's a Notre Dame fan. Who in here is IU fans? Let's go ahead.
There's only one Indiana team in the tournament, right? Purdue?
Purdue, yes.
That sucks. Go ahead.
So the team that I kind of want to take just because I'm a Pat McAfee fan is West Virginia. I think it's cool to root for a team that I know they're going to be pumped about. So
cool. I'll take a 16 seed.
Juice, you did say that a lot of people think that March is the top month when it comes to sports. I personally have always thought October was, just because of the whole NFL getting started pretty much, and NBA is right there normally years, and along with baseball at its peak right there. I mean, that's pretty much the top choice for me. It's got to be.
Yeah, but I hate baseball.
Don't forget the welcome back to Augusta. Don't forget the Masters, dude. Well, I guess that's
Jim
kind of
Nance.
April. But the Super Bowl is definitely the best. But just March Madness is so multiple days. So I love March Madness too. I absolutely love it.
It is great. It is great.
The one thing this tournament I think is going to happen too, if just to talk about March Madness, I think the Big Ten is by far the best conference. I think they beat each other up a lot, through the season. So I think you're going to get a Big Ten team that's going to come in as an 8, 9, 10 seed, something like that. And I would not be surprised to see a team from the Big Ten that's seeded pretty high make it to the Elite Eight or something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised for something like that.
And then the last comment on here says, "Congrats on 100 episodes. Here's to Duncan's new asshole."
Let's go.
He's getting another asshole?
He might. He's going to check to see if he's got a warranty on this one.
Well, hey, Beaver, if you want to feel something, he's going to have to get a tighter asshole. So.
Yeah, I got it's like 100,000 shit warranty, so I'm kind of coming up on my warranty claim.
So he had Texas Corral here in Shelbyville, so he's about 3/4 of the way through that warranty right now.
And what I wanted to do with the football too is just all of us sign it and it become one of those keepsakes that we keep somewhere. I'm all about there's some stuff I've been learning in class lately with like leadership and stuff, and having artifacts. So something that's important is actually something that holds power, and that I know it sounds a little wonky, but like it actually has energy because you're putting that energy into something, and then you have it around, and it kind of motivates.
Is that how you feel about your Twitter likes?
Yes.
That's funny you say that. You know, we all keep a lot of things, and they're important to us. I have a folder that's 6 inches deep. It's of all my court papers since I've been a father. So, what we got there, Dunk? Anything else?
That's it, bub.
Oh, let's go. Well, you know what that means, which is a famous saying that I have not said in probably 50 episodes. Let's just get right into it, buddy. Which means it's time to talk about the news and about what's going on. So we got a lot of fucked up shit happening here in America. First and foremost, I don't know where you guys want to start.
Let's do the Karen handicap TikToker.
This is incredible. Which, Josh, I think you sent me this article. Do you know?
Yeah.
I mean, you read the article. Do you want to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want to segue there, brother? Are you going to pull it up here?
Yeah, you can go ahead and pull it up.
Okay, give me 2 seconds here. So,
No
of course, Karen, handicap TikToker. Essentially, what happened, if I believe, is Karen doesn't think TikToker looks disabled. So basically, this guy has one leg and enough for a handicap parking spot. So he confronts her with a missing leg. So a TikTok user in Australia is expressing outrage online after a woman demanded to know whether he was permitted to park in a handicap spot. As it turns out, he has only one leg. In footage uploaded Saturday, TikTok user @Pnux recounted how the woman approached him to ask whether he actually owned the handicap placard in his vehicle while parked outside the McDonald's. Keep in mind, this guy's got one fucking leg. By the way. He's got one fucking leg. So, and I will say, just as a response to this, I think the worst thing as a human is when you're taking a massive shit in a handicap stall and you're not handicapped, and you open the handicap stall after you just took your massive shit, and there's a guy in a wheelchair waiting to use that stall.
Oh, it's happened to me.
And as a guy, I worked at the casino for 3 years. It happened to me once a weekend because I always went to the handicap. I like that little extra room,
Get the space, you can stretch out
I mean,
a little bit.
I mean, every one of my shits are brutal. I feel like I'm resurrecting the devil. Go ahead.
No, is that worse than when you are shitting or doing whatever on the toilet, and all of a sudden your friend bashes in the stall and you get your head bashed in right there?
I don't know if that's worse or not, but we'll have to ask Ray. He's got the brain damage from it.
The more like with the handicap.
Got a guy we can ask.
What?
Got a guy we can ask.
We got a guy we can ask.
The more with the handicap spot though, and like when you go in and somebody is already using it, like I feel like everybody does that, so you have a lot of people that use that toilet. So I kind of go for the toilet that I don't think has been used as much.
You know?
What?
There is literally a guy in the audience that we can ask if this pisses him off or not.
Hey, if I was using a handicap stall and taking a shit, and if you were waiting patiently and you obviously had a burner, let's assume you ate Taco Bell or BW3s, one of the two options here in Shelbyville, and you really had to poop, you're squeezing a burner out. Would it be mad if you seen a guy like me walk out of the handicap stall? Yes or no? Yes.
We all got a shit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it makes me. I don't like.
I think it's real awkward for me. I never want to be in that spot again. I've been in some awkward situations. That's a spot I never want to be in again.
You know, another thing that I've noticed about those handicap stalls though is that they are always cleaner and way more well maintained. Because there's a lot of times
there's a lot
kick
of
in
traffic.
the doors.
A lot of traffic going in and out of there. Like I mean, most people pick the handicap stall.
Because I'll kick the door of like the other couple stalls, and they're usually gross or like dirty. Maybe there's like toilet paper still sitting on the the side of the toilet, and then the handicap one's always clean, ready to go.
I 100% prefer it because I have the handle. If I got a real mean shit, I can grab a hold of something.
Do you feel like you have to have that handle?
Yes. 90% of the time, yes, I do.
That handle has like AIDS and COVID.
I asked my girlfriend. I just installed a handle at her house. So yeah, it's been going great.
I thought we were done talking about anal, dude.
So no, another story I had about the TikTok thing. When I was a kid, I was probably like 17, 18 years old. I found a handicap parking sign that you can hang in your rear view mirror, and I didn't feel comfortable using it, but I sold it to a friend that was very comfortable using it. I sold it to him for $60, and he,
60.
Holy shit.
Handicap tags go for $60.
I mean, I didn't have any frame of reference. I just was like, well, what do you want to pay for it? And he was like, 40. And I said, well, I'll throw another 20 and I'll give it to you.
Dude, you Eastern Hancock guys are fucking dirtbags.
All I know is I got some construction paper and a pretty creative brain. We can make a few of these tonight if you guys want to. I'll be printing out handicap signs till 3 a.m. now. Watch this shit.
And that's why you're going to hell.
Well, it's more reasons than that, Beaver, but we'll get into that here. We'll get on that episode 101. But right now, a Colorado man accused of refusing to wear a mask on an airplane, then urinating on a Denver-bound flight. So this sounds like something I would do.
And then he did a urinate.
Refused to wear a mask. Colorado man accused of disrupting an Alaska Airlines flight from Seattle to Denver by refusing to wear a mask and then standing up and urinating in the cabin faces a federal charge of interfering with a flight crew and attend. Is that a federal charge, interfering with a flight crew?
I think if you do anything on a plane, right?
Yeah, I imagine if you urinate on a plane, it's probably a felony. The affidavit by FBI Special Agent Martin Daniel III, who interviewed Greer and crew members, says Greer appeared to be trying to sleep but swatted at an attendant when she asked him repeatedly. By the way, that is a frustration. I've flown probably 4 or 5 times since the stupid ass coronavirus. That being said, they will literally wake you up in the middle of your sleep if that mask falls off your fucking nose. So yeah, I can understand this guy's annoyance, and I probably would have peed on her too, to be honest with you. But the agent said Greer told him he had several beers and a couple of shots before boarding the flight. Okay, so a normal Sunday. Fell asleep on the plane and awoke to being yelled at by the flight attendants who told him he was peeing. So maybe he's peeing on accident. He started pissing his pants. Dunk, you've been there before. You've been so drunk you pissed yourself.
Yeah, I mean, last night.
He was there last night pissing on my porch.
Did it saying that he can face 20 years to $250,000 in fines?
Is it a felony to have sex on an airplane?
I would assume so.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah, it's
for sure.
Only if you get caught.
It's pretty much a felony to have sex anywhere but your house, right?
Is it a felony to have sex?
Yeah.
Seriously?
I would
imagine.
In public? What about a state park?
You can't just like go out to the middle of Shelbyville over here and just have sex in there.
Are you going to fuck on the circle, Matthew?
No, never. I'm still a virgin.
In that big old cat out there, that excavator.
I'm waiting for Dunk to get drunk. Matt over here is going to argue with a preacher again. We had a show over 2 years. We had a Super Bowl show 2 years ago, and I've never seen somebody fight a preacher except this guy over here. So it was a great day. I love that show, by the way.
That was wonderful right there.
Speaking of wonderful, how about the woman who twerked on a police car this week? So did you guys hear?
Was she hot?
A wild night in Miami Beach.
You probably liked her Twitter post at some point.
You follow her.
Probably.
Yeah,
you follow
you
her.
definitely follow her. Woman twerks on police car. 2 officers injured. First off, how does somebody get injured from tweet? Thanks so much for coming out, bro. Appreciate you, Chris. All right, it was a wild Friday night in South Beach. There were even women who jumped on a police car to twerk. The city is swarming with spring breakers. Miami Beach officer Ernesto Rodriguez, a spokesman for the department, said 2 officers were injured while dealing with a very loud crowd near 8th Street and Ocean Drive. So I was confused. I thought this person got injured while trying to stop a person from twerking on a car. So I was a little confused here. So while taking the subject into custody, officers were first to utilize pepper balls to disperse members of the crowd who were disorderly and to surrounding officers.
What are pepper balls?
I don't know. Good question.
They sound delicious.
Sounds like something Mac enjoys in the face.
Are they like the cheese balls I order at the Jacket's Hive in Morristown? It's pretty solid.
I guarantee you put some ranch on it. I
guarantee it's fucking pretty good. So pepper balls, good. If police shot pepper balls at me, I'd keep breaking the law. So more police officers are enforcing the rules in the area of Ocean Drive, Collins, and Watch. So watch out in Florida, guys. Don't do anything stupid. But these 2 females, there's actually a video here. I wish I could pull it up. But females twerking on a police car. So what is unfortunately, my brother's leaving. But one thing I've been doing lately, and me and my brother, I do not have Snapchat anymore, but for about a year period, me and my brother would send Snapchats of each other at the most risky places to smoke pot. So I've smoked a lot of weed in the parking lot of the police station. Just chilling. So I do miss that. But very, very. Have you ever twerked on a police car, Juice, or done anything that probably you shouldn't in a police car? Have you been arrested? I'm sure you have.
I don't want to get into that.
Go ahead.
That would be a whole another hour-long segment, I think. No, I think the best interaction I had with police was a bonfire in college, and a guy rolled up on a mountain bike, and he was trying to shut it down, and I was like, "What are you gonna like? you gonna arrest people? Like, how are you gonna take them to the jail? Like, are they gonna ride on the pegs? And he did not appreciate that answer. And I ended up getting picked up later.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
The second time I got arrested, I tried to set the back seat of the cop car on fire. There's that. And I got surprised with it on my court date, and I just denied it, and I had to write a letter of apology to the KPD. And
did you have like a lighter? Were you trying to just?
Yeah, they didn't really search me that well, so like I was cuffed behind and just kind of reached around to my pocket with the lighter and picked my ass up off the seat, and I barely remembered. I was pretty drunk, but yeah.
I stumbled out of a bar in Broad Ripple one night, and I had to piss really bad, and there was a cop car down there. I didn't know the cop was sitting in it, so I just went up behind it, started pissing. And then as I'm pissing, I look over in his mirror, and I see him just staring at me.
You guys made eye contact.
Just fucking staring, just pissed, dude.
Just wave at him.
Yeah, I was like, oh, shit.
We did that actually. Me and Beaver were in Columbus, Ohio for, at the time, what was the concert called? Rock on the Range. It's now Sonic, whatever, Sonic Temple. Mm-hmm. And they have this, every year they have a festival at Ohio State University. It's called Shit Fest. And I'm not even joking. Me and Beaver are bar hopping.
That's what I'm having today.
And literally, I'm not even joking. Me and Beaver are bar hopping in Columbus, and we look down a street, just like your normal fucking street, and there's nothing but a sea of fucking people. As long as you, I mean, like, it was so fucked up. I walked at one point, and there were people holding beers out, and I'm walking down the sidewalk with my mouth open like this, and people are pouring beer into my mouth as I'm walking.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
But I'll never forget taking a piss, and I looked over to my left, and from me to Matt is a cop. And my immediate reaction is I pull up my cell phone. I learned this trick from my brother as a young age. Anytime I'm peeing out in public, and I pull up my cell phone, I said, "Hey, Dad, what's up?" Just to distract Dad. I appreciate you answering that day, by the way. Thank you so much. But yeah, great times, buddy. Juice, do you have any Ask an Idiot questions?
Yes, I do actually. I got this sent in just recently, so I want to ask you guys real quick. Let me get to it. So, hey guys, what would you consider yourself an expert at? So I mean, I know Duncan's definitely like a rap battle type guy. So
no, I'd probably disappointing my wife. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. Expert.
Don't lie, you're a fucking stock expert.
He's probably got a mark, like, you know, they give the marksman expert badges. He's definitely got a pissing off the wife badge.
Yep, definitely that. Definitely stock guru for any like financial advice. Definitely want to talk to me. Play cards, games, making terrible bets. So yeah, just an overall piece of shit degenerate. You know?
I'm pretty interested here. Elliot Beaver, what are you an expert on? If somebody would come to you and say, "Hey, I'm the world's foremost expert. You know more than 99% of the world on one subject," what it is, other than parenting cats. Go.
How to stay a virgin in your 30s.
All right. Moving right along.
That's a good one, Beaver.
That is Beaver. You do. You're a wholesome. I don't know where your friend went, man, but she's looking for a virgin in his 30s. We got one right here. Josh.
Yes.
Josh, what are you the foremost expert on?
Nothing. Nothing at all. But if I had to pick something, probably it would probably have to do with smoking and grilling meat.
Smoking meat.
Actually, Josh.
Beaver.
Just like Beaver.
Let's jump back to Beaver. Beaver knows a lot about the meat.
Well, you think I invited him over to be a guest on the show in the garage?
I was going to say, Josh, I think he's the expert of making like short videos for the podcast. I think he's an expert on that.
Yeah, doing pretty solid.
He's a grill master, though. He really is.
The grill master?
Yeah, he's
just like your brother.
Up on the grill.
Yeah, brother.
I think they need to have a grill off.
They are definitely clones.
That's actually a great idea for content.
I've already talked to my brother about doing a cooking show, by the way.
That would be fantastic.
Awesome. I think it'd be hilarious.
Have a little fight right there.
Hilarious. But after we beat you guys in the 2-on-2, maybe you and my brother should do a grill off.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
He's going to be undefeated, he thinks.
Let's see. I don't know. I've never ate your food, so I can't say.
Matt, what are you an expert at?
Oh, boy.
He takes a look over at his lady.
What am I an expert at? Colts trivia, for sure. I can name the most obscure Colts facts you'll ever heard in your life. Probably same for the Pacers, too. Sports trivia. Actually, since I was about 6 years old, I've been obsessed with astronomy. So if you want any facts about the universe or space, I will just pull them out of my butthole.
Nice.
Also, dogs. I know a lot about dogs, dog breeds. I know a lot about.
Rachel enjoyed that one.
She's like, I know a lot about dogs because I am one. Yeah. He's
multifaceted.
I'm just coming off this because I can't fucking cook.
He does specialize in wieners, though. That's his specialty.
I'm sure my girlfriend can confirm that I'm with Duncan. I'm probably an expert at making her upset.
Yeah, the thing with Matt too, you never ask a pothead what he's a master at because you're gonna get a wide range of.
Actually, I have the thing for Matthew in terms of his expertise. He's the expert of over exaggerating everything. There could be a party of like 10 people there, and he'd be like, "Oh my God, there was like 500 people here that night. There were like cars everywhere. You couldn't believe it, right there."
Expert at exaggeration.
Well, to be fair, I was fucking drunk, Beaver. I didn't know. It could have been me, you, and your fucking cats drinking. I would have thought there were 500 people.
Oh my God, there was like 500,000 people there. You wouldn't believe it.
I mean, I get tagged on random Facebook photos. I'm like, I don't even remember this fucking night. Like, we got tagged in a photo today. I'm wearing a goddamn pink hat. I don't even remember the fucking
We were in the fucking background. I
don't even remember the day at all. I do not.
But we were told we were very drunk that night,
Yeah,
so it doesn't matter.
surprising. And I hardly drink at all now, so I get stoned.
You're a good kid.
But yeah, back to your, as far as being an expert in random subject, I am very guilty of getting stoned and going down YouTube wormholes. So any conspiracy theory, I could probably tell you more than you want to know about. I mean, pretty much anything on YouTube, I could probably tell you more than you want to know about because I'm very guilty of looking up how to cook chicken in a crock pot, and I end up reading about how aliens like anal sex. So.
Comes full circle.
It really comes full circle.
Do we really need to ask Juice?
You guys know mine.
I mean, we all know what he's expert.
Twitter fingers are heavy as fuck. Which I'm probably why both of these females are here today. You probably like some of their Twitter pictures, I imagine.
Twitter is a no rules area for me. That's why I like Twitter.
Did you and your wife sit down?
My wife doesn't have Twitter, so I can just do whatever I want on there.
And that's why I've added to your book, right?
Beaver over here is adding to my little black book of Twitter accounts to follow.
Beaver, your girlfriend doesn't have a grinder. You should get on there and like pick pictures and stuff. So if you want.
Like I said, I have like totally tried to add some to Juice's collection. So we're both degenerates in that way.
And I'll also say that I'm going to piggyback off of Dunks a little bit and say that I am an expert at having conversations with my wife and not telling her the whole story, if that makes sense. So basically I go out and, you spent $100 at the bar. Yeah, like I bought a few people some shots and stuff like that. But
truth is, you bought $50 in pull tabs. $50 in pull tabs.
Lost that.
And $50 for yourself and drinks.
Yep, exactly.
Well, me and one of my good friends, Ricky Dunnigan, were real bad about the punching bag machines in bars, and we would literally $25 a piece just go dollar after dollar to see who could out punch each other. So I'm real bad at spending money at a bar. I spent $68 last night at a wedding that I'm supposed to be getting free drinks at, by the way. Spent $68 drinking there. So yeah, life's going good for sure.
We were wondering who gets married in March.
Yeah, man.
Who gets married in March?
Yeah.
That seems really early to
I
get.
didn't know if it was like Dickie V's granddaughter.
If you do like beach weddings, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we've done a beach wedding in March, in the middle of March. But
and I made
actually a couple of Shelbyville people from Shelbyville get married in March. That's
nice.
Nice. No, actually the venue was awesome. Good friends of mine, Eric. Yeah, they got married yesterday. Great time. Had a great.
Congrats to them. Congrats.
Yeah, it was my first wedding of the season. I tell you what, by the end of the year, by November, I'm like, if I DJ another event this year, I'm gonna kill myself. And by March, I'm like, I'm so blessed to fucking be here. Like, it's just so awesome that I get to go and have a good time, drink, hang out, and be the reason that everybody else has fun. It's fun. It's an awesome feeling. I'm literally blessed. I will say it. If you've ever hired me to DJ, referred me out, I'm extremely grateful because I felt blessed to be there, especially everything that happened last year. Yeah. This is no exaggeration. I lost over $13,000 last year not being able to DJ. So it fucking sucked. So, a lot of bad things happened in 2020, but we can pick up some gratitude because we lost a lot of things and we didn't really realize how much we loved it. And DJing for a person who was ready to give up DJing, I don't think I will anytime
Something
soon.
that I want to just give you guys just a heads up about. Drinks were dropped off the table.
Yes.
From James Johnson. I was going to give.
What's up, buddy?
I'm
Thank you so
I'm
much.
kind of whoring us out right now because I told him he could get a couple of seconds on the mic, maybe to plug his show.
Yeah, go
so
ahead.
I'm gonna pass it over to him while we take these shots.
Absolutely. So James, I've been on one of James's podcasts. Dunk, you were on his newest show recently.
Yeah, James, me and Josh. Yeah.
So James, thank you so much for coming on the show, being
No
here
problem.
again. Our
You're
live
awesome,
show. Bud.
James.
Thanks for the shot, bud. Let's
You're
go.
awesome,
Let's
sir.
go and cheers, guys. Let's round of cheers.
Oh, we're
Thanks.
doing this now?
Oh,
Okay.
might as well. I mean, we're out.
I can't reach, but yeah, there we go.
Clink.
James, what's up, buddy?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Okay, so what's the name of your podcast?
Well, I got not so offensive. It's the
It's the bipolar, the opposite of us.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's pretty offensive, like mostly all the time.
Yep.
So like if you're a snowflake and you're scared of just basically the environment you live
You
in.
go to church.
Yeah, just go to church.
If you're scared, go to church.
Yeah, exactly.
Ice Cube said it first, by the way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I run a political one, but it's died down a little bit because no one really cares about politics that much. So yeah, just not so offensive. We're Mondays and Wednesdays. It oscillates, so it's pretty open.
Josh, we appreciate one. First off, thank you so much for the shot. Two, thank you for coming out here. Three, thank you for getting up here and getting brave, grabbing the microphone.
Oh, yeah.
Here's your opportunity to ask four fucking idiots anything you want to ask us right now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, dig deep in that brain. It could be anything. You can ask us. You can ask Duncan what it's like to get rejected by his wife every night. You can ask Josh, how to cook some brisket. You can ask Beaver, what's the best way to comfort your cat after sex?
Or Beaver, what it's like getting rejected every night from everybody.
There you go. Whatever you want.
Matt, have you ever thought about buying a toupee?
A toupee?
Yeah.
No, I have not. I gave up on my hair let me tell you the story. So obviously I started losing my hair at 22, unfortunately. Thanks, Dad, by the way. Started losing my hair at 22. Yeah.
Shout out, Bill. Shout out, Bill.
At 22 years old, I started losing my hair. So there was a little kid in Morristown. His name was Ben, and he had cancer. So we had a little charity in Morristown where everybody pretty much showed up. It was a free will donation to get your hair shaved. So I shaved my head that day, and I was like, man, I kind of like it. So I just kept it that way. I was like, I'm losing my hair anyways. I might as well just give up. So I gave up. Have I ever thought about buying a toupee? My brother actually owns a whole box of wigs, and I can't wait. We're going on vacation in Maine, and I told brother at every gas station we stop to, we're going to be a different person. So I can't fucking wait for this. It's going to be awesome. So yes, I have a bunch of toupees. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Rock and roll. Do you want to ask Duncan a question, by the way? He's ready to talk. I don't know. Let's go. Come on, Duncan. You feeling it?
How's the meth in Carthage?
It's pretty good. I mean, it's not as good as if you go to inner Rush County. You know what I mean?
If you go to Rushville, it's a lot better in Rushville.
Yeah. So it's a lot. We get the passed down stuff from Rushville, but it's not bad.
It's not Breaking Bad quality.
It's good budget math. I mean,
Yeah, I was down
bang for your buck
budget.
kind of math.
I
Yeah.
was down to Just Right, and I'm like, I'll take a big J and just an eighth.
Yeah.
Speaking of meth, we do have every week on the show, we have a segment. And it's been since episode 1, we've had this segment, and it's called A Florida Man. And what we do is every week we'll go to Google, we type in a Florida man, whatever stupid shit a Florida man has done this week, we're going to talk about. And this week, a Florida man, after a psych eval was ordered for Florida man accused of sexually assaulting a stuffed Olaf toy. This is actually a story that we already have talked about.
Yeah.
But this is a follow-up. So this is a follow-up on a Florida man we've already talked about.
Same guy?
Yeah, so same guy. We talked probably a year ago. This guy sexually assaulted an Olaf toy. If I remember, so a Florida judge on Monday ordered a psychological evaluation for a man accused of sexually assaulting 2 stuffed dolls, according to an Olaf from Frozen in a Target store. That's pretty. So Cody Meter, 22. I'm gonna guess that this guy was probably doing meth. Was appointed to a psychologist by the circuit court judge ahead of hearing next month to determine his competency to stand trial. I would imagine if you have sex with a stuffed doll in a public, store, you probably are not fit to serve trial. Am I correct here? Yes or no?
But he's thick, so there could be.
Beaver, if you could fuck anything other than a female, what would it be?
Mia Khalifa's asshole.
Don't say you do.
I do wonder though, in terms of this gentleman, you said Olaf doll twice. Why is it specifically just an Olaf doll?
Yeah, I mean, I would think maybe
Mix it up a little bit.
Big fetish, man. He had to jack you all off.
He didn't like Hans. He wasn't
Mr. Metter, who is charged with criminal mischief and exposure to sexual organs, allegedly targeted the toys in a sink. You targeted the toys? Did he like plan this out? This is fucked up. So he first found a stuffed unicorn. So no, it wasn't Olaf. He fucked a unicorn first.
There we go.
Speaking of anal,
he was probably sitting on the unicorn.
Yeah,
while
humped
he
it.
did the Olaf.
He humped it in view of a target loss prevention officer. A target loss prevention officer, according to
We're not
police and
getting
court
that one back.
documents. Beaver, that reminds me of the last time you went to Walmart. So he admitted his dirty deed to cops, saying he did stupid stuff and nutted on the Olaf. And how do you get off in the middle of Target, first and foremost?
You have Olaf right there. Apparently that's
impressive. I'm completely impressed.
Yeah,
I'm impressed
flabbergasted by that one.
Wow. It never disappoints. A Florida man, we're 100 episodes in. The amount of meth that people do in Florida never.
The good thing out of the whole thing, though, he did have his mask on. So
he was
being
safe.
Thank you.
So as you know, the CDC does recommend that you do wear a mask during sex.
Yep.
I wore 3 masks into this restaurant earlier, believe it or not. So I did wear 3 masks. I stopped wearing a mask during sex. I now wear a ball gag. So it keeps me a little safer. I feel a little safer. James, we appreciate you joining the show, bud. We're going to hop Juice on here real quick to kind of close out here. James, we appreciate everybody in the audience. We appreciate coming out. I know people have been filing in and out, blah, 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 getting drinks, etc. We appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Appreciate everybody listening on our live feed. Everybody that's going to listen back to the podcast. It's been quite the ride. Honestly, I'm not a person who gets humble very often, but our most listened to episode got, to this day, is like over 3,800 listens. That's artificial asshole fun. You know, we average a week probably between 1,800 and 2,200 viewers between all platforms. That being said, I am completely flattered that 2,200 people give a fuck what I have to say, because it's not intelligent. It's mostly stupid. It pisses people off, but I'm incredibly blessed to do what I do and what I have been doing, and being here and just being able to talk shit and hang out with my buddies. Because honestly, over the last year's been hard for everybody. 2020 has been hard for everybody. So it's such a blessing. It's such a release to be able to hang out with you guys for an hour each week and just talk shit and fucking run our mouths and be stupid and make fun of each other.
I wanted to also give a shout out to Devon Shoemaker and
yes,
Griffin
absolutely.
Tyra,
I can't believe I haven't bringing
comedians.
them up. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Juice, go ahead and finish.
Yeah, they're a couple of fantastic dudes that I think, we got to see them now when it cost me $20 and a couple of drinks to get them out here. I know that seems like they're maybe not on the the highest path of stand-up comedy, but both of those motherfuckers are super funny, and I think we'll probably be seeing them doing shows that will cost a lot more money in the future. Just shout out to them for sticking with the process and going through it. They're coming to Shelbyville to, play to, they don't know how many people, but they want that stage time. And I'm just glad that we were able to give it to them. And also we were able to enjoy their comedy because they're funny dudes.
Juice, nice pass there for the ball. Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out. It's fucking awesome. They, like I said, they volunteered time. Juice, you did pay him $20 and got him some drinks and stuff, so that's cool. We are going to dive into comedy a little bit this year. I don't know if we'll actually do a stand-up, but we're going to do something. Maybe it's announcing. We're going to figure it out. So stay tuned. 2021 is going to be very exciting for Highly Inappropriate. I'm very excited to see where we are, episode 200.
100 episodes is a big deal, boys. You guys got to fucking pat yourself on the back for that.
And I keep telling these guys,
I got to that a couple of years ago, and you're light years ahead of what Juice in the Morning was at 100 episodes.
Thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that's ever listened to the show. Everybody who's ever tuned in, downloaded, shared the show, or even mentioned the fucking show. Thank you so much. This is Highly Inappropriate. We appreciate, lastly, of course, Capones Downtown Speakeasy here in Shelbyville, Indiana. They're completely redoing the circle here in Shelbyville. You guys are going to have, 1, come check out this bar. 2, come check out the circle when it gets complete. This area is going to be beautiful. I believe, Karen, you're building a patio upstairs. There's a lot of exciting things. We're going to have some concerts. It's going to be a lot of fun things, and we're going to have more Highly Inappropriate here. What I envision, what my dream is, and we have big festivals, big things happen here in Shelbyville, is Highly Inappropriate doing a live show out on the patio, front deck, everybody live front and center so everybody can hear us here on the circle. That's going to happen here in 2021. I'm super excited.
I want to
for
do
it.
Ask an Idiot of people walking by.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, that's my dream. I've always wanted to go to Carb Day and just random conversations.
Would you also like to preach in the circle as well?
I will preach in the that way. Matt over here can talk shit to me or whoever. Because honestly, that's how I got started in podcasting. I showed up to a live podcast and I got brave enough to get on mic and I started talking shit. And here I am 100 episodes later into my own show. It's fucking awesome. So thank you guys so much, not only for listening and joining me. Thank all four of you guys. I love you guys. I don't tell you enough. I'm not a good person with my emotions. But
me neither. Only when I'm drunk.
Exactly.
Or fucked up on something.
Seriously, thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining me each week. You literally are an escape from life. I love every single one of you, and we have so much fun doing this. Thank you guys so much for listening to Highly Inappropriate. Make sure you share our 100th episode on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, wherever. Like, subscribe, rate, review, whatever on your podcasting app, whatever podcasting app you use, whether it's iTunes, etc. And like us on Facebook. That's HI Entertainment at Highly Inappropriate Entertainment. Twitter and Instagram, it's at Highly Inappropriate Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. This has been our 100th episode. We are so fucking blessed. Can't wait for episode 200. Thank you so much. Highly Inappropriate. Peace out, guys.
Right.